Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. We have a deep area of low pressure across the country on Wednesday. This is still Storm Barra, although the worst of the storm system gradually easing as we go onwards through the day. But nevertheless, gales or severe gales will affect the Welsh mountains most of Wednesday, and elsewhere the winds will be strong at times as well, particularly northern Scotland, in the centre of the low across southern Scotland and the far north of England, something of a comparative lull. Very cold though where you're exposed to those winds. Air temperatures around freezing, wind chill considerably lower. Areas of showers then rattling in one after another across Wales, across northern England too, a mix of rain, sleet and snow across the hills, and showers also rotating in across eastern Scotland locally, some frequent snow in places there. Best of the conditions focused on western Scotland, where you may get away with a substantially dry day. Most of the higher mountain terrain then is frozen. There'll be some considerable snow cover in places, and locally that lying still to some quite low elevations. Typical freezing level through the day then around 800 or 900 metres, not such a great deal of temperature change with height. Taking things onwards later Wednesday into Thursday, and areas of precipitation continue to rotate around our general area of low pressure. That will continue for some places overnight into Thursday morning. Thursday has the prospects of being a better day for many still, though some areas of residual precipitation really from what's left of our previous storm system, but that will tend to fizzle out before the next front approaches from the Atlantic through the day. That's how Thursday's chart looks. Then we have a general westerly wind across England and Wales, 20 or 30 miles per hour at times across the hills here, around 15-20 miles per hour across the highlands, may just strengthen though in the west later on. For Friday we have a general zone of low pressure off to the east of us, another area to the north, and it's a quite windy day for many places then, near gale force across many of the hills and mountains, some showers rattling in to western regions of Britain, most frequent in western Scotland, a mixture of snow and hail to quite low levels here, bit of rain or sleet at the very lowest ground, driest toward the eastern side of the Highlands. Now, our first glimpse towards the weekend sees Saturday start on a chilly note with some frost and some ice and freezing levels around 600 to 800 metres in the morning, but that will lift from the west as a front comes in with some milder air associated with that as the wind turns southwesterly. So by Saturday afternoon and evening, many of the hills may well rise a degree or so above freezing point, with some snow and some sleet turning more to rain to higher levels as this front moves in, and wind strengthening as well. So just be prepared for a deteriorating day from the west through Saturday. Tricky with detail for Sunday, but looks as though some chillier air moves back across the northern half of Britain at least, so Scottish mountains likely to be back sub-zero above around 900 metres or so. So after some brief thawing overnight, we've got some refreezing going on in place here, some snow flurries maybe around in the west, and then we've got another front coming in across England and Wales with some southwesterly air turning milder again, and the risk of some heavy rain arriving at some point here through Sunday. We shall keep updated with those details for the weekend. All your local information for the next 3 days, of course, on the MWIS website. That's your Fleeting View in association with Petzl. Thanks for watching.